Alrighty. I think that's all set up. Hello, hello, and welcome, everyone. You know, I was not expecting to do another stream tonight, but, you know, here I am. Folks wanted one, so who am I to disagree? So here I am. Now, I really only came up with this within, like, the past, like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, so the past few minutes were consisting of me trying to set up this game on my OBS setup. But you know, here I am. I am going to be playing Faster Than Light, which I haven't done in a very long time, so I'm really excited to see how this will go. Yeah, I'm basically starting from scratch because I have no idea how to play the game. I don't remember anything from the last time I played, and we're just gonna do it live. Like I said, like I've been saying all last night and the nights before, we're just gonna do it live, because I need to learn this game again. I've forgotten everything about it. I know I beat it before, but it was really difficult. But we're gonna learn again. All you need to know for now is that it's a roguelike. Surprise, surprise, right? There'll be more of this and more roguelikes to come later, but I went through my Steam list and I was like, you know what? I'll try this again because it's been a while, and you know what? Why not? We're all just gonna learn together. We're all gonna learn on stream live together, and maybe it won't be a complete flop. So we'll see. So here we go. All right, let's switch it over. So, welcome. This is Faster Than Light. Nope, hold on, give me 1 second here. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, there we go, perfect. Alright, so this is Faster Than Light. It's notable for being a really difficult game. Yeah, like Cloud's saying. I only beat this once a long time ago, and I don't remember anything about it, so, here we go. The only thing I've done is just, like, pull up the game and make sure it actually opens on OBS, so, Oh, brother, okay. Right. I really do mean it when I say I have not opened up this game in a really long time. Um, okay, I'm starting to remember things and not remember things and remember that I don't remember things. This will be lots and lots of fun. Yeah, so this is a space roguelike. I know that much. You basically have a ship that you upgrade along the ways as you traverse the various nodes and planetary systems in space, and then at the end you have to beat a really hard boss spaceship, and hope you don't die. Which spoiler alert, I will probably be dying a lot, so don't get your hopes up too much. Okay, I'm gonna just start clicking through things. Hold on. Okay, I was gonna say if I had any different layouts, but no. So this is your ship right now. You basically micromanage everyone and everything inside your ship here. So these are various rooms in your ship. Your ship has various functions on it. Key to all of them is oxygen, an engine, weapon system, shields, a med bay in case your people get hurt. These are your door controls. Yeah, that's right. These are, this is camera controls, right. So if this goes out, you can't see anything inside your ship, aside from what your crewmates can see. And that this is the deck. This is how you, where you pilot the ship. So, here we go. You need that sound effect you can play when you dead. That's a great suggestion. I wish I was better prepared, but I had like 30 minutes to set this up from when I had messaged y'all saying I would do something tonight without really thinking about it. So maybe not tonight, but I'm sure I can figure out something later. But that's a great idea. I have to write that down. Later though. Let's see. So, right. This is what your default ship looks like. Its default name is Kestrel. You can have different layouts too, I think. Yes. Which gives your ship different effects, starting effects. You also have different crewmates you can start out with, as well as a basic set of weapons. Lots and lots of things to discuss, but I'm just going to go at this at normal mode. Because why not? Advanced Edition, I usually have this enabled because it just adds more things. It doesn't make it easier or harder, I don't think. It just adds more content to the game. This game was released in 2012, by the way. So it's been a long time since I last played this, which is probably, I don't know, back in 2016, something around there. So that's all you need to know for now. So let's just get started. So here it is. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Yeah, the whole premise is you are part of the legitimate government, and you're trying to run away from the Rebel fleet who's trying to kill you. You'll see that real soon, but just to start out here and show you, this is what the main UI looks like. You have your ship's stats in the upper left here. Your crewmates are also here. The green bar represents their health. If you hover over them, you can see that they can specialize in different subsystems on your ship. You've got, yep, this is your ship as you've seen before. On the bottom here is your ship controls. You're the Empire? Yes. We are the Empire. We are the legitimate government. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. I don't know what you could possibly be talking about. So yeah, we're obviously on the right side of history here, and we are actually going to turn up the music because I figured why not actually play the actual soundtrack here. Here we go. So I've introduced your ship's stats on the upper left. I'll explain more as that goes on, but obviously you can see here, green bar is your health. If this goes down to 0, it's game over. And more about that later. Obvious? Maybe I shouldn't say obvious. I have a habit of just saying, oh yeah, this is so obvious. Whereas clearly things are not obvious to someone who's never seen this before, so feel free to call me out on that. I will adjust my language accordingly. Here on the bottom left, this is probably one of the most important parts of the UI. This is where you directly control your ship's power. So, in addition to health, your ship can be upgraded with power and different subsystems and different weapons, so we'll collect more as the game progresses. But a key part of the game is managing how much energy you have to put into your various subsystems. Just because you can put like more shields or more engine power or more weapons on your ship does not mean you can power it all at once. You also need to upgrade your ship's engine, and if you don't have enough power, you can't power everything. So for example, I just put the rest of my power into the weapon systems, but that comes at the cost of not being able to power up my engines completely. So, you know, if I decide maybe I don't want the medbay right now because people aren't hurt, I don't need the medbay power right now. I can divert that to the engines to make my evasion a little bit higher. So you can adjust all these stats on the fly. Maybe you say, I don't want shields, even though that's a really bad idea. I don't want shields anymore, I want something else. You can do that. Maybe I don't want power for anything. You can do that too, although if you depower oxygen, that's really bad because your crewmates will suffocate. So you should generally always power this one at the very least. Everything else is up to your discretion. There we go. I like to do this to start out with, as I'm recalling how I played this game like literally 7 or 8 years ago. You usually don't need medbay until someone gets hurt, and then you can walk them over to the medbay, and then they can get healed up, and then you can walk them back to whatever they were doing. So that's that. So we're just going to start out like this. Here we go. Here is your map. You have all these different locations you can visit, and when you hover over them, you can see which locations connect to which. You can't jump to a location which there's no direct connection between you and the dot. So for example, I can't jump here because there's no line here. But if I can go here if I go to either this or this first. Generally, you should visit as many locations as you can. That lets you accumulate more currency and more encounters. But eventually you'll need to leave, marked by the green exit sign, usually on the far right of the screen. So, I like to hover over these first just to know where I can generally go. So from this I can tell that I will need to visit one of these 2 nodes in order to keep going to the right, where the exit is. But if I'm feeling a little bit spicier, I can go to one of these nodes on the left here, even though I know the enemy will show up from that direction. So that's exactly what we're going to do, obviously. Here we go. And already I found myself in great danger. Lovely! So here we go. Not only do we have our first battle here, we have an environmental effect of this big red star in the background threatening both of our ship's integrity. You'll see what happens later on, but for now, I need to kill this thing. So here we go. I have 2 weapons available to me right now. I have missiles and basic lasers. So I'm going to use my missile, and let's say I take down their shield. And I use my lasers to destroy their weapon systems. That's a great start. Actually, that went up pretty well. I didn't miss any of my shots. There we go. So, nice and easy for our first encounter. I managed to destroy the enemy ship. As you saw there, you can target individual subsystems on the enemy ships, which are similar to the ones that you have on your ship. So, in my example, I targeted their shield with my Artemis missile, and then I used my laser as a follow-up to destroy their weapon systems. Not only can you take out individual systems, just landing any hits on the ship itself will also cause it used to be up here in the upper right corner, but it will also cause their main hull integrity to go down, their overall health bar. So you'll usually target individual subsystems on the enemy ships to tactically disable their offensive and or defensive capabilities, and then you just keep blasting and hope they die, and you don't. When you win a battle, you get lots of cool things at the end. This atom icon represents fuel. You use 1 fuel per movement on the map you saw earlier. This is a missile icon for the missiles that you use down here. And this gear icon represents your currency in the game, so I got 12 from that. So, you know, decent. Well, not too decent. It's not that much, but it's something at least. So here we are. That's all there is for this encounter. We can move on to another location now, but as you can see, we still have danger to deal with. There's a solar flare imminent from this big red star in the background. I don't think you can avoid this damage, so the only thing we can do is leave, which you can't do until your FTL drive is charged. Every time you move to a different location, you have to wait for this this bar to finish charging before you can move. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to sit here and tank the solar flare. So it started a fire in our O2. Not ideal, but we can send our crewmates to go dispatch it. Anytime now. Need to put out the fire first. There we go. The fire's put out, now they can repair the O2. We'll give that a few moments. And I'm actually going to jump out of the system, because solar flares will just keep coming at you. So you don't really want to linger there too much. Fire in O2, explosive? You bet it is. Generally, should not linger around your O2 sites like that. Or linger around solar flares when your O2's under threat. So here we go. We've encountered our first rebel ship. Those dastardly rebels. So we're gonna kill them, obviously. Personally, says the captain, I'd stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'm no use without a war to fight. So, guess we gotta kill him. Here we go. Actually, let me turn on the music just a tad. There we go. Alright, so you see your FTL drive is charging up here. Your weapons also have to charge too, but you can queue up attacks in the meantime. So I'm gonna have my missile go towards their shield. And then... oh, that missed. So I'm gonna send my laser back. That also missed too. As you can see, your weapons can miss. So we're gonna try this again. There we go. There we go, that's how to do it. So I've momentarily disabled their shields and their weapons. I'm gonna keep firing at their missiles, though. Here we go. So sometimes they'll choose to surrender instead of just completely pummeling them to death. Now, I don't know too much about the loot tables here, so I don't know if this is a good deal or not. I'm gonna say sure, why not? We leave each other alone, and we'll live to see another day. I'm gonna turn off my weapons here, because we're not fighting anymore, and then put that energy into my medbay so my folks can heal up. But that's our next encounter done. Alright, let's go back. So again, don't need the medbay anymore. Our folks are all healed up. We're ready to go. So, here's the Rebel fleet. You can see they're on our tail right now, so we gotta go to the right. To an unvisited location, preferably. You don't get anything for visiting previously visited locations. So, here we go. You get lots of different events here, some choices like this one, like, you detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. You can attack, avoid provoking. I think you know which one I'm going to do already. So, if you press the spacebar, you can pause it, which is really helpful for queuing up your attacks and thinking about what you want to do. In this case, it's not really worth waiting around anyway. I'm just gonna go missile their shields, and then shoot their automated laser. And then once that is down, we can shoot that. There we go. So, we defeated the ship and got some scrap from it, but what's more valuable is that we got some intel on the surrounding area here. It said we had obtained intel, a map of all these different nodes here, so now we can tell what some of these things are. So, for example, beacon coordinates appear to be very close to a nearby sun. That was the solar flare you saw earlier on the last node. I don't like going to those places, because those are, not good. Not good for your ship. Solar flares, not good. Very unhealthy. So we're going to avoid that. But otherwise, we're going to keep going. We're done here. And we can just keep her moving. We do need sunscreen on our ship. Unfortunately, I don't remember if there's an upgrade that actually prevents solar flare or gets you immunity to solar flares. I don't know. It's been a long time. I need to think about this more. Anyway, yep. I'm out to murder more ships, but you know, sometimes you get more passive events where you don't get to murder things. But, you know, sometimes it's worth it, like buying fuel for scrap, which, is this a good deal? Is one fuel for 2 scrap a good deal? I don't remember, but you can never have enough fuel. So, thank you for your patronage. This is your fuel here in the upper left corner. Yep, indicated by the atom icon. 1 jump equals 1 fuel. So, yep. Just gonna jump here. As you can see, we used 1 fuel. And we're off. So, that's the game. You just keep going, attacking a bunch of different ships, maybe making peace with them if you feel like it, but you know, looting them is probably more lucrative, right? Right? We'll see. Alright, yeah, we're just ready to keep blasting. Let's get it. Shields need to go down first. The reason why I always start out with a missile is that missile bypasses their shields, except for this one, which has more durability. I forgot that. Oh well. Well, time to keep blasting at it. There we go, that works. How can the night be slow if we're traveling faster than light? The night is slow because I was supposed to start, or I wanted to start streaming this earlier, but I was just too busy. I had other things to do first before this. And I finally managed to get it up and running at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's what I mean when I had a slow start to the night. I was hoping I could go a little bit faster and get this started earlier. But here I am now. So, here's a ship destroyed. They took out our med bay, which is not too nice. I'm gonna go repair that before anything bad happens. Most of the time you can loiter at these nodes without any big deal if there are no environmental effects. But sometimes there are, like the sun you saw earlier, and those are usually not good things. So try to avoid those. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. Alright, we're gonna go take a look around. And it's completely abandoned. And there's nothing in it for us, so, we looked, we tried. There's nothing here for us, so we're just gonna keep going. We're jumping to an ion storm now, which is actually really dangerous because that usually takes out half your ship's energy. So now, as you can see, we need to manage both intruders on board, plus half our energy reserves. So, I'm gonna pause real quick here. Divert energy, give me a second. Yeah, your main reactor can only function at half capacity. So I'm gonna take energy off of shields, because no one's actually attacking us from the outside. Put it into engines, because we want to get out of here quicker. And then you can see there are two, like, enemy folks spawning in. So I'm gonna queue up this guy to move in, this guy to move in. And actually, I'm gonna put one into... So, I paused just now because I saw there were 4 enemies here. And that means they're probably gonna overpower me. But if I instead move everyone to the med bay, or at least to a room outside here, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna move my folks to the med bay, keep the med bay powered. So now they're standing here healing. What I can do is, unlock the doors to the outside. And I think you might know what that might do. Except it doesn't really matter that much anyway. So we're just gonna lock the doors again. It was a thought. But, my thought was, I would throw them out the airlock. But, they didn't linger around long enough for that to happen. Instead, we're gonna fight in the med bay. And the advantages of fighting in the med bay is that, you get to continually heal while you're fighting. So, it's pretty safe to fight in the med bay. You can see my crewmates' health bars are flickering up and down. Down from getting, pummeled, and up from getting healed. And in no short time will we kill these intruders. And then the 4th one decides to join us again. And here we go. That's everyone taken care of, so now we can take our sweet time repairing everything and then be on our way. Repair the weapon system next. Take points off the med bay, put it back into the engines because we want to get out of here. Return everyone to our stations and then get going. You have questions about the abandoned ship? Sometimes the ships won't be abandoned, and that will be a very fun experience for the whole family. We'll see if that happens again. You come on the jump to see laser blasts coming from the other side of the beacon. Looks like someone's under attack from pirates. And of course, we're going to take this opportunity to help the civilians. But they also send in intruders, which is fun. Ooh. This is actually, ooh, how do I want to deal with this? Okay, we're gonna target you. You're priority number 1. So, in short, one of my crewmates is now mind controlled. We are going to hopefully take out the mind control machine so that they stop wrecking our own thing. There we go. Mind control machine taken out. Our crewmate's back online. Shields are down. Let's keep blasting. There we go, okay. That's a lot better, alright. We should be able to take them out with this last laser blast. There we go. Pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten contact a civilian ship. So these are our spoils from destroying the ship, and then contacting the civilian ship might give us some other things. We'll see. The ship you saved was badly damaged. Most of the crew accept your offer to be dropped off, but one of them wants to join us, which is fantastic. Yes. Hello. We welcome any and all new crewmates. Hello, Vivimord. You're more than welcome to join us. So, this is really cool. This is really good. We have a new crewmate. The more people you have, generally, the more subsystems you can manage at once, and the more resources you have at your disposal. Oh, I did not want to save the positions. Let's just go back here. Here we go. Yeah, I would have had them repaired O2, but it's all good. It's fine. O2 wasn't too badly damaged, so I could have just sent whoever was nearby. I'm gonna send this guy back to heal, and send you back. There we go. So, meet our new crewmate, Vivimord. As you can tell, Vivimord doesn't look like the other crewmates, and that's because they're part of another alien race. Whereas we have 3 humans on board, our 4th crewmate is, I don't remember any of their names, but another alien race is how I'll put it. The rock people. I don't know. These guys are I think they take less damage from combat, like from fighting off intruders. They move a little bit slower, but they're bulkier and they take less damage in battle. So all things considered, great pick. Plus they can learn skills just like all the other ones can. So as you progress, each of your crewmates can learn how to do different things on the ship better. So for example, I have this guy Brecken permanently stationed at the engines on the engines, and once they get enough points to level up, they'll improve that subsystem's effectiveness if they're piloting it at the moment. So generally it's a good idea to have 1 crewmate per station so that they can level up in one particular skill and make that subsystem better. So Cremedy is on the piloting skill at the front of the ship, Breckton is manning engines, Fen is on weapons, and Vivimord I'm putting on shields. All these subsystems have different bonuses, so if you hover over the icons at the bottom, you can see what bonuses they get. So if they're manned, for example, the shield has 10% faster recharge. If the engines are manned, you get +5 evasion. If the weapons are manned, you get 10% faster charge. All great bonuses, so always keep them around. But with that, we have a new crewmate, so great location. Love to see it. Let's keep going. Here we go. This Rebel automated ship is stationed near a small Rebel space station, so we can destroy the ship and then potentially get to the storage cache, which might have some great things in store for us. I, for one, can't wait to see it. There we go. Pretty sure this is a murder campaign. How else are you gonna play this game, huh? There's no more effective way in leveling up your ship and getting goodies than by taking all their stuff for yourself. So that's what I'm doing. It's simple, really. You destroy things, you take their stuff, you leave. That's it. And there we go. We get 15 scrap from the broken ship. We look at the station, and they give us 8 scrap, which is okay, but they also give us another weapon! A hull smasher laser. Now, we have 3 weapon systems. You can have up to 4 mounted on the ship at any given moment, but all these different weapons do slightly different things. I'm gonna read this because I don't actually know what it does. Okay, 2 shots per charge. Excuse me. Each shot does 1 damage, but it does 2 damage on systemless rooms. So systemless rooms are these buddies right here. Rooms that do not have any of these icons, any of these subsystems in it. So a possible strategy you could do is if, you know, you use your 3 damage shot first to get rid of the shield, and then you follow it up by depowering this, and then powering your hull laser to target an empty room. So that requires, a little bit of micromanaging of, okay, right after you fire your burst laser, you pause the game, divert energy here, put energy here, and then you keep blasting. So, there's a little bit of a tactics when it comes to that. So, great addition, I think. Probably. We'll see. We'll see how far this gets us. Alright. The rebel fleet is approaching us. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna move here. I think I can grab 2 more nodes before going to the exit. Here we go. So, we are in a nebula. No sensors are functioning. That's whatever. We don't need those right now. But it's time to do our strategy, which we've had before. Missile on the weapon system. Up with lasers on the shield system. And then, what do I want to do here? Since their shields are down, I'm going to depower the Artemis. Put 2 into the laser. Do I not have enough system power for that? Oh, I don't. Okay. Never mind. Back on the Artemis it goes. That's alright. I'll just keep blasting their weapon system. That's fine. Not too much of a sweat there. The ship explodes. We get their stuff. So 3 fuel, 1 robot part, which will, or drone part, excuse me, which will come in handy later, and 18 scrap. That, we're ready to go. Where do I want to go first? I'll go towards the clear sector. See what's here. Again. We're gonna keep going, gonna keep blasting. Missile on the weapons. There we go. And we'll hit their shields again. They use grab to, if we kill them, we get their stuff philosophy. That's exactly what this is about. I mean, it really is the most direct way of getting more stuff. You see stuff that others have, you take that stuff. No sweat. Just like that. So not only do we get the salvage from the ship, we get salvage from the outpost. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. Don't mind if I do. They gave us a missile, a drone part, and 18 scrap. Thank you very much. Alright, we have time to visit 1 more node before we head off to the exit. So that is what I am going to do. Here we go. 7th time, same as the first. Let's keep at it. Beautiful, okay. Take out their engines so they can't do anything, they can't escape. As you notice, their drone here is unable to attack through these shields. Laser weapons are generally ineffective against shields, with maybe a couple of exceptions. So there we go. Alright, and with that, all of our subsystems are up. Time to leave. And then we can move on to the next sector. So, this was our very first sector. The game map is divided into sectors, and then within each sector are all these different locations you can visit. Sectors give you a choice as to which kinds of paths you want to pursue. We're starting all the way on the left here, and your goal is to make it all the way to the right without dying. At the very end here is the boss ship. So, yeah, you just go along, choose your path, choose which kinds of encounters you want to encounter along the way, and maybe get something for your efforts. Should be fairly self-explanatory. Civilian sectors are generally less dangerous than hostile sectors. Nebula are just completely clouded, so it will always have that nebula environmental effect, which is pretty dangerous, lots of things considered. But for me, I think I want to go to this top pirate control. I don't have much of a choice here. It's go to the pirate one or go to the pirate one. Woo. I'm going to take the top path because then at least I can get to a calmer civilian sector in case things turn south a bit. So, that's what I will do. Top sector. A few years ago, this region was bustling with trade activity. Now it's overrun with bandits and marauders. You should tread lightly here. Let's jump into it. Alright. Gotta get over here. It looks like we have a choice of exploring the top here or some of these relatively clearer sectors down here. If I'm going to do my counting correctly, so this is 1, 2, 3. I might be able to cover, like, I know I'll be able to cover this and probably this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to grab this node before I have to start moving to the right. But I'm thinking if I go the top path here, I can grab these nodes on the left here, move through the nebula to make this the enemy pursuit a little bit slower, giving me more time to cover more nodes here, and then I can keep on my merry little casual way before I head off to the exit. So let's go. Is there a way to increase power? There sure is. I haven't gone that lucky because I haven't visited many stores lately. But generally, stores are where you get to upgrade your ship's power and all that. So we have it's an okay bit of scrap to work with. But yeah, I'm looking to upgrade some of these systems, hopefully soon, because I'm not sure how much longer I can continue with just my bare-bones ship. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how far we can get before we make it to a store. Alright. Weapon systems are down, shield is down. We can keep at it. The engine's down. And it doesn't matter which system we target. Doesn't matter at this point. There we go. 1 fuel, so we made up for that jump we did. 1 missile, and 23 scrap. So, doing a little bit of a, I don't know, a brief pause right here. Our ship is at about half health. We've been slowly taking damage. So I definitely want to go visit a store soon to heal up my ship again. As well as to hopefully upgrade some of these systems to get some better stuff. And the only way you'll get to do that is if you visit as many nodes as possible to find as many stores as you can. So, we're gonna need to keep trying our luck. But away we go. Yeah, I want a bigger reactor so I can have more power, and more power you can have more weapons active at the same time. You know, the more stuff you have, the better. Surprise, surprise. Here, take everything we have and let's both forget this happened. I accepted one of their offers last time. I'm going to see if I get a better offer if I just kill them. So, no. I'm not going to let you leave. Give me your stuff. I want to see what else you have on that ship. And this should be done in short order. 113, that's right. Thank you for that note. 125. Worked out in my favor. Alright. Take notes, everyone. Just kill them. Don't accept their offers of surrender. You get more stuff if you kill them. But fuel instead of people icon. Well, that was still one fuel, I think. They gave me more scrap though. So that was 13 scrap if we accepted their surrender, and then when we killed them, we got 25 scrap. I'm pretty sure that's how that played out. So works better for us. One people icon. Oh, I see. Yep. So, yep. The main bonus was that we got more scrap. So that's how it is. Yeah, the people icon. We'll deal with that later. If it was this icon, I think that's what you mean. That might have been the drone icon. That's what that is. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they try to shut down your engines. So they tried to shut down our engines. So that just knocks off 1 point of usable power we can put into the engines, which is whatever. That just reduces our dodge chance by a little bit. Nothing you can do about it. So here we are. Time to keep doing our thing. Okay. So I paused it because we scored a hit on their weapons. I would have paused it regardless just to think about it a little bit. But I am going to target their drone next so they don't keep shooting at us. So now their drone over here is dead. This is their drone subsystem. I am going to, let's target their engines. Got target their, you know what, no. Let's just shoot their weapons again. And keep blasting at their weapons so they don't deal more hull damage to us. I don't like how much damage I'm taking. Ah, whiffed it. Come on. There we go. 3 fuel, 30 scrap. Excellent. I'm gonna send Brecken over to the med bay. And then we are good to go. I could really use a store. I want to upgrade some stuff. Small pirate ship messages you. That sure is a shiny ship you've got there. You fire a warning shot across their bow and they respond, hey, no need for violence. It's just a comment. Just a comment, right? They totally weren't thinking of doing anything with that. Totally not. You arrive to see a ship floating among some debris. Our impulse drives are shot at, we can't jump. I think this is a fair trade, so we'll give them some fuel. We have some extra. We're not hurting for fuel, so that's fine. And they upgraded our reactor! Great trade. Great trade. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rock Scout ship. Thank you for upgrading my reactor. Now I have 1 extra power. So when your reactor is upgraded, like these folks kindly did to our ship, you get +1 to it. So yeah, you got 1 extra power. Your total capacity goes up by 1, just by 1. So now, if we wanted to, we could power all subsystems. Not much of a point, but the reactor upgrades are really, really useful. Probably one of the most important upgrades you could do, if not the most important one. So that worked out in our favor. Let's keep meandering about the sector. Your ship emerges quite far away. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. We're gonna look for it. Time to blast! Excellent. So, the weapons are down, and I need to decide where to fire this laser, which I am going to do on their, I forget, hold on. Oop. Okay, I'm starting to forget a little bit. One of them gives you dodge chance, one of them gives them evade chance, and I forget which is which. Doesn't matter anyway, because, you know, you can both dodge and evade something, but I'm just gonna tackle their shields, because why not? And of course I whiffed that. Unfortunately, I think missing is a... Oh, hold on, give me a second. Yep. Piloting gives you evasion up here, and then the engines give you... Oh, they both give you evasion. Okay. Manning gives dodge chance, and charging the FTL drive powers evasion. Okay. So basically, attack the engine. If they can't move, they can't do anything. As simple as that. One of their weapons is back online, so... I don't like the sound of that. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. There we go. Ship explodes. We get some stuff for our troubles. And we're out of here. Let's go here. Let's see, it's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at this small station is offering a deal. They'll give us 8 fuel if we give them 2 drone parts, which we're not using drone parts at the moment, so I'll take that deal. That's a very good deal. Now we're up to 27 fuel, which is a very comfortable amount of fuel to work with. Alright. Got intruders, so... we actually don't need to power down anything. All we need to do is, tell everyone to go fight. There we go. Can you kill them? Yes, you can kill them before you absolutely die. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now you 3 off to the med bay, because you almost died in that, but it's okay. It's all perfectly calculated. You are at no risk of dying whatsoever. Totally. I shouldn't have to mention this, but if your crewmates die, you don't get them back. So try to keep everyone alive. If that were ready to go. We have more intruders on board. Why does everyone want intruders on board? That's not nice. Alright, let's send... Actually, let's all stage you over here first. And then once you're all here, then we can move you all in here. And y'all can duke it out. You have to be careful that, you know, you manage everyone's health accordingly. The gravity is about to go down. That's a little bit too close for my comfort, so I'm gonna move Cremity back here. You also need to come back here, because you're about to die. And there we go. Good as new. Oh, medbay only has room for 3 people, so... we'll return everyone. You come back here. Walks a little bit slower, but that's fine. I could put Vivid Mord either in shields or weapons, honestly, with just how slow they move. Doesn't matter too much. Our ship isn't that complicated, but Also, we're getting a few bit more intruders than usual, so whatever. It's a store. It's a store. We finally got it. Alright, it's time to buy everything they have. Alright, so. In terms of what to get, now, admittedly, you know, I'm obviously not the best at this game. I've only won this game once or twice. I mean, you can't really go wrong with buying things, but you have to have an idea of whether it actually fits in with your plan or not. Your build for the ship. Repairing is, you know, pretty nice because you don't want to die. Crewmates are always helpful. And then systems, you usually have to invest quite a bit to get systems working, because when you buy a system, you know, it goes down here. You have to make sure your reactor is powerful enough to power it, and sometimes you have to have equipment for it. All that good stuff. Yeah, you gotta buy King's the literal king. I could buy the NG. NGs are an alien life form. They're engineers. They repair things faster, but that's honestly... I don't think they're a good value proposition. Like, I could get him, I could get a Rockman, and he'd be a bit more durable in those, hand-to-hand combat things. So, you know. If I buy any crewmates, it'd probably be Matthew first. Unfortunately, I think that's just a better ask here. Oz! Oz! Hello! Welcome! What? Hold on. I'm 4 buzzballs deep and drunk off the fucking rocker asking anything. Alright, Oz, alright, what? Why? What? What's happening? Are you... 1, are you having fun? 2, are you okay? Let's start off there. Ask us that first. Or answer that first. While I, muse over my purchasing decisions. You're in a VC with friends and we're drinking. Excellent. Okay. You're having fun. That's great. I always the first thing I ask my friends, how are you doing? I actually want to know what you are how you are doing. It's not a pleasantry. I don't ask that just to break the ice and to start a conversation. I want to know how you're doing. So thank you. Glad you're having fun with your friends. But hello. We have a few others in the chat here, and by a few, I mean a few other people who I don't know where y'all coming from, but hello. Watch me play a game I haven't played in years, and learning how to play again. Okay. All right. So, I feel like repairing the ship because I do not know when the next opportunity to repair a ship will be. So it's a two scrap per health unit. I don't think there's any better deals on that, and I wouldn't take that risk anyway. In terms of systems, backup battery provides a 30-second power boost to your reactor. Upgrading increases the boost amount. I've heard of backup battery before. Huh, that's new. A clone bay automatically clones dead crew with skill penalty. Crew heals partially every jump. Jump heals passive. It requires no power. Interesting. Okay. That might be good if we pair it... I don't know. I'll have to hold off on that. Mind control temporarily turns enemies into allies. This would be good if I can peer inside of the enemy ship. Which we can't do currently. We need another subsystem to do that. So, as is, I'm going to have to pass on these subsystems. What I might do is I will probably pick up Matthew here. Pick up a weapon, maybe? And then consider some of the augmentations. So, crew, like I said before, another person to man all your subsystems, another person to get into brawls and fistfights. Weapons, offensive weapons to attack the enemy ship. Augmentations are passive bonuses that automatically take effect on your ship. Actually, hold on. Clone Bay. This one would be handy if I get the Clone Bay, which I don't know if I want to go in on that. Would my crewmates die? Who knows? Maybe. Scrap recovery arm. I think this has a good return on investment, even though it's 50 scrap. I think it'll pay itself over the course of like the next 5 or 6 sectors. So we're gonna pick that up. Fire suppression, I'm not too concerned about. Fires don't happen that often. Backup DNA bank. That makes me wonder whether I should actually pick up the Clone Bay. I don't know. Yeah, I have to think hard about that. But in the meantime, do I want more weapons here? Firebomb. Self-teleporting explosive designed to damage crewmates and light fires can target your own ship. This would be useful again. If I could actually see inside the enemy ships, which I can't. Hull beam. This is actually pretty funny. How much power does this require too? So this can deal a lot of damage, because this aims in terms of a laser, which can cross multiple rooms. So if you line it up properly, you can deal a lot more damage than you can with individual weapons. So, I'm gonna pick up the hull beam. No, I have the hull laser. Which is different from a beam. Beam, laser, yeah, beams and lasers are different kinds of weapons. So, you know what? So where will that bring me? This will bring me down to 94. You know what? Hull beam, I'm at 94. I pick up the Clone Bay. Oh! The Clone Bay will replace your Med Bay. Okay. Okay. Got it. I'm remembering now. Hold on. It's either I pick up the Clone Bay and the backup DNA bank, or I pick up another crewmate. Honestly, I could go with either one right now. So have you died yet? No, I have not died yet. I'm doing great. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm doing great. I'm gonna pick up a crewmate and then call it a day for this store. So I have Matthew. You will go. I don't know. What are bonuses here? Yeah, I'll put you in the cams room here. And you, buddy, Fern, you're almost leveled up on weapons, so we'll keep you there. Alright, so I have 5 crewmates now. This is good. This is real good. We are doing great. Oh. Here it is. Okay. I just did not remember. Okay, you do not need to visit store to upgrade your ship. I should have clicked on that button earlier. Alright, well, you can upgrade your ship anytime. I take all that back. And I should have saved up some cash so I can actually upgrade things on the fly. So, now that we're here, here's what my priorities are. I want to bump up some points in reactor, then put some points in weapon control, so I can have more weapons online at the same time. Power bars for 20. It is a progressive cost increase, so not every power bar will cost 20. I think it increases by 20 by 5 every time. So this one costs 20, the next one will cost 25, etc., etc. So not all fun and games here. But yeah, priorities are get the reactor up, get more weapons in, and keep it rolling. So here we go. You're currently trying to make your local AI be a DM for D&D. You know, I don't think that'll go over well for you, but good luck with that. I can't imagine replacing like a DM of all roles, the DM with an AI. I feel like you'll get very cobbled together story progression and an environment that changes on the whims of whatever deep learning layers the AI decides to pull on every given second. But good luck. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and is still being assaulted by a space pirate. So, we are going to try to be a hero and attack the pirate. What could go wrong? Ah, okay, right. I can see inside the enemy ship now because I have someone piloting the cams here. So, as you can see, we can see the health and how many people they've got on board, which is excellent. Excellent stuff. I'm going to target their weapons and their shields. And there we go. So now we can see what they're doing on the inside. Now that I've cracked their stuff, I'm going to depower the burst laser and then power up the hull laser. Now here's what it gets real fun. Can I? No, sorry, excuse me, not hull laser, hull beam. There we go. You get to draw a line and you get to highlight what rooms it'll hit. So for example, if I do that, that'll target these 4 rooms here. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. There we go. So, by doing that, you can score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on this in one fell swoop. That's exactly what we're going to do. Hull beam is great when you've cracked their shields and you get a direct line. Targeting their ship. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. They're about to bring their shields back online, so I need to fire this first. Now I can target my hull beam. Just like that. Beams do not go through shields, but once you get the shields down, it's open season. The pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap, so that's 12. Here we go. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ship was a rebel scout. So, we have a few options here. We can salvage it, or we can negotiate with them to buy us some more time to explore the other sectors. I do not know how long they will delay the fleet, but there's only one way to find out, so we are going to save their lives. Fleet delayed by 1 jump. Okay, that's the minimum we're expecting, but whatever, right? It's all fine. We'll take what we can get. I need to fix this hole in the ship before we move on, though. Don't want to keep that open. There we go. Alright. You go back here. You go back here. Hold on, you're Fen. Yeah, you're good with the weapons. Okay, we're gonna keep you there. We are going to look here. Laser. Ah, okay, I see. I'm gonna put that into burst laser. All right, away we go. Yeah, we're gonna visit this location. Oh! We've got an asteroid field. So, another environmental effect. You've got asteroids that can, do some pretty funny things. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn on my hull beam for this one. I'm gonna rely on the asteroids, popping their shields every once in a while, just like that. So that when that happens, we can do something funny and hopefully target multiple rooms at the same time. Oh, there we go. That targets 5 rooms, which is excellent. Actually, I want to approach it from that direction. There we go. So I got one of their rooms, because the shield popped back up in time. So this one does require a little bit of timing. I'm out of missiles, which I probably should have managed that better. But here we go. We're not going to accept surrender. Guys, we can destroy you immediately. There we go. Okay. We need to wait a little bit for our FTL drive to finish charging. Alright, let's keep going. I think we have time to visit one, maybe two more before we have to leave. You arrive to have a small fleet of NG ships target you with a message: piracy results in negative societal impact. Not permitted. We're only honest here. We're not doing any kind of piracy. So, we're good. We're not enemies of the NGs, so we can keep moving. Ooh, okay. A large asteroid field. We can attempt to mine the asteroids. Sometimes when you buy upgrades or different weapons, you get additional options for your events here. So because we bought the passive scrap recovery arm, we have an extra option to choose for this event, which I think has higher chances of working and gives us better bonuses. So we're gonna choose it. And we got 32 scrap. Excellent. It already paid off itself. It already paid itself off. So that was an excellent purchase. And here we are at the exit. But we've got another thing to take care of. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna use our trusty hull beam to make it work. Another thing to kill, you mean? No. This is just another target to destroy. We're not killing anything. None of this. There was no one on that ship. That was an automated drone ship. There was no one alive for us to kill. For nothing for us to kill. So completely kosher. We're all good. And there we go. Off we go to the next sector. Alright, so we have our choice of 2 NG sectors. I'd rather go for the one that gives us more options in the end, so we're going to go for this NG sector as opposed to the other NG sector. Only thing you can think of right now is Johnny 5 is alive. That's a great reference if I've ever heard one. I bet everyone's laughing about that. Yeah, totally. Totally know what that is. Totally. Alright, before we jump here, I want to power up my reactors a little bit. So, my goal now is that because I don't have my Artemis anymore, I want to have both my burst laser and my hull beam online. And the way that will work is, you can actually reorder this too, just for the kicks. The way that can work is that each of this one requires 2 power and this one requires 2 power. If I want both of them online, I need 4 power total for my weapon subsystem. So this bar right here, I only have 3 total capacity in here, so I can upgrade it to give me 1 more. And then to, commensurately upgrade the reactor to give me 1 more bar, I can also do that. But for now, I'm just gonna upgrade this once and then show you. Now I have 4 total capacity here for energy in my weapons. So I can put that all in weapons, and then I can power up these 2 at the same time. If I wanted, like, for example, all 4 of these weapons online at the same time, I would need an additional 1 plus 2, so an additional 3. I would need to upgrade this 3 more times, and then I would need to find 3 more power in my reactor to power up all my weapons. So That's kind of how the weapon system works. You need to make sure all your weapons as a whole has enough power, and then you can individually allocate that power to each of your individual ones. So, here we are. Because I have no missiles, I'll be relying on my burst laser to to cut through shields. And then once the shields are down, I go in with my hull beam and just go to town on their rooms. So, that's the plan. Let's go here. I really want to visit as many systems as I can. And we are going to make this work. Okay, interesting. These ships have defense drones. So, this gets into another part of the game, which I unfortunately do not have for myself, but the enemy does right now. Enemies can have drones, which are autonomous drones that they can deploy to assist them in combat. Some of them are offensive, like this anti-combat drone. If I had drones, this drone would attack it. And this is a defense drone, which shoots down missiles and asteroids, of which I don't have any missiles, so that's okay, but in my book. They can shoot down my lack of missiles, I don't care. What I really care about is punching through their shields. And now that their shields are down, that gives me the perfect opportunity to barge in with my laser and take care of all of their rooms. So how do I want to target this? I think I'll ooh, okay, I can target 5 rooms at the same time. That's excellent. Let's do that. Excellent, excellent. Okay, on a roll here. That worked out perfectly. There we go. And then, once our hull beam is ready, we can, we'll just do the same thing again. You know, if I can figure out how I placed it last time. There we go. You're considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. Well, that kind of sucks for you, doesn't it? And we get more scrap. Excellent! Alright, and with that, all that extra scrap, I think it's time to upgrade my shields. The more shield barriers you have, the better. We're at 1 right now, but if I put 2 more points into this, we will have 2 shields. In order for that to happen, though, I should probably upgrade the reactor by 2. Which is exactly what I'll do! Perfect! We're really on a roll here. Okay. Now I feel a lot more confident about this. We'll see how well that confidence pays off, but I'm definitely more protected now. You arrived just in time to see an unusually well-armed NG ship destroying a small pirate craft. Teleporter signals detect intruder on deck. But a young mantis in a charred uniform has teleported onto the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the NG and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. But the NG is offering a deal of their own. You know what? What do y'all think I should do? Side with the fugitive and fight the NG ship? Or should I agree to return the mantis back in exchange for a bounty from the NG? This could go either way, so what do y'all think? Good and bad options are possible with both options, I will say. I don't remember the probabilities of either, but it is possible. While that's happening, let me see if there's a, manage pull. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna try this for the first time. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make a poll. First time poll in the chat. Here we go. Side with the fugitive or side with the NGs? Here we go. Start poll. Okay. Everyone go vote. First poll ever. Go vote. What should I do? Yep, so we got one for, and one against. I'll see what happens. There are lots of other events in the game that require a decision like this. And also, this also affects what equipment is also affected by what equipment you have too. With however many different upgrades or weapons you have, it honestly could it could go either way, and your probabilities change based off of that. So, fairly dynamic. Okay, we've got 2 for Side of the Fugitive. Who else? Who else? Oh, I could have made it cost samples to vote, but that shouldn't. I don't want to do that just yet. Side with the Fugitive. Okay, 2-1. All right. Well, let's hope this fugitive decides to join us. He expresses his thanks and prepares to help you fight his pursuer. We have Markand! Welcome to the ship! And now, because of that, we're gonna fire directly on our former allies here, but I hope you don't mind! You betrayed Cloud. Of course you did. I was wondering who voted against. It's like, of course it was Verdant. I should have known. Alright, we are going to laser. Now that the shield's broken, I have literally like a fraction of a second to get this hull beam off. And that managed to target a bunch of it, so that's decent. Fighting allies is usually not a good option in games. You don't say! I would have never known! But we're doing fairly well here, so not bad, not bad. All right, shield's cracked. I paused it right at that second to pull off another laser here. It doesn't matter because they died anyway. Rip and pepperoni. No, but Curry's already murdered hoboed up at school. That's why you refuse the fugitive. Amazing! Well, it worked out in our favor. We have Markand, who's joined the ship now. This particular race, this particular alien, is good at combat. So we have a pretty diversified crew now, so we can really get things rocking now. I'll wait until we have some more scrap, but some purchases might be in order next time. Next time we get like above 100 scrap or something. Alright. We have another pirate attacking an unknown vessel. Let's be the hero. So as you can see, some of these shields, or the enemy ships will now start having multiple shields, which is interesting. Usually if you manage to land 2 of your 3 shots, which should be fairly common, you won't flub things too much, but you usually have to be careful sometimes. Alright, so that was a good hit. We're gonna send you 2 to go fix that O2, because that's not a good thing. That no good. We need oxygen. Or sorry, humans need oxygen. Some other alien races do not need oxygen, but that is a story for another time. Besides, it's not like they were using that oxygen anyway on their ship. It's fine. Alright, how do I want to target this? Can I target 4 at the same time? I don't think so. I think I'll just target this way again. Fine, our previous offer is not generous enough. Let's improve it. They're offering me a second one. No. No. You're not leaving. You're not leaving until I have everything. There we go. 26 scrap from the pirate ship. And the victim leaves anyway. Whatever. It's fine. It's all good. Whatever. Maybe I should have taken that. I don't remember how if the bonus was bigger. It probably would have given us some missiles. But honestly, I like my system of not relying on missiles and just having lasers punch through the shields first before hitting it up with a follow-up beam and just wrecking through multiple systems at the same time. That's worked out pretty well for me. Or is working out pretty well for me. Who knows how long that'll keep up, but it worked. We arrive at a populated sector. One merchant ship seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Yeah, let's talk to them. Why not? Your ship seems reasonably equipped. A freighter is carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, this requires us to visit a particular sector to find this freighter. I don't quite remember what the outcomes are, but, you know, why not? At least you're confident for what little that's worth. Here's our last known location. There we go. So we now have a little side quest to fulfill if we feel like it. Oh, actually, it's in this sector, so we're good. We can stop by. We've got time. You have an anti-combat drone. Okay, this is our first drone, people. Federation sympathizers contact you as you arrive. We know your mission should be secret, so don't ask how we know about it. Take this schematic, it's all we can do to help. Well, I will gladly take that. Alright, so, where is the drone? Do I need a drone bay for that, by any chance? I have to look. Yeah. Okay. So I have a drone. I can't use it until I purchase a drone subsystem, so that'll be on the back burner. But this one will probably come in handy. I just need to find another store to possibly buy an upgrade for it. So we'll see. In the meantime, though, curious if I wanted to. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. Things get progressively more expensive, or probably exponentially more expensive, so you need to figure out how you want to upgrade your subsystems accordingly. Should I increase my dodge chance? I feel that's probably a good move there. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But I think shields... Yeah, I don't know. There are lots of good decisions. But good decisions come if you have a good plan to accompany them, and you're not upgrading things haphazardly. So, we're gonna figure this out. Alright, plan 1. Attack the shields with the burst laser. Put these two on attack duty. Then we go in for a laser. We have to toast the shields, so this is probably what I'm gonna do. There we go, that's a good hit. There we go, excellent. So now we can put you back here, we can put you back here, and we can continue our assault. Here we go. Oh, they have a cloning bay. Okay. Their attacker is back. That's not real nice. But we're just gonna... Okay. Hello? Are we back? We're so back. Okay, we're back. My mic died. Again. Sorry about that. I'm not sure where I cut off at. I was rambling about all the different things I could buy. In case you missed any of that riveting conversation, I was musing over whether to buy a shield charge booster or buy a pike beam. So there you have it. We got on the store chat. Yeah, I'll catch you up. Don't worry. I can yap over that again. Pro streamer, yeah. Definitely pro streaming when your mic dies midway. I think this has a problem. This is a problem of how my mic is like electrically grounded, but I have no way of confirming that. But you know, if you want to support me, you could buy me a new microphone. I'm in the market for a microphone now that this one is dying. I might have to do that at some point, but I don't know. This is just like a strange issue. My mic works like 95% of the time, but the other 5%, it just randomly dies and I don't know why. Like, I haven't tapped it or anything. I'm just talking into it and it just cuts out. Who knows? Not me. I wish I knew. I wish there was a solution, but eh. Okay, alright. Oh, you really, oh, you actually went there. Okay. Alright, well, thank you, Damon, for your first subscription to my channel. I really appreciate it. Your subscription will go a long way to buying me a new microphone. Cause apparently this one's not working out too well. But thank you for the tier 1 sub. Not that I have any particular tiers or anything. I don't know. I haven't figured out subscription bonuses or anything. What am I, a pro streamer? I haven't even figured... What? You had gift subs? What the heck? Damon! Oh my god. You did not just do that. Holy crap. Okay, okay. Alright, hold up everyone. Well, alright, thank you, Damon, for the sub and all the gift subs too. Yeah, what do I even say at this point? Like, we play games together on stream, like, every week. And now you drop this on me? When I'm alone in my own room, just chatting to you all, engaging these parasocial conversations? What the heck? I really do appreciate the support, Damon. Thank you very much. What do I do now? Do I do something with... Do I make more incentives? Do I make more bonuses? What do I do with all these subs now? I'm speechless. I have nothing. I gotta think about what this means. People are actually subscribing to me. People subscribed to me yesterday and now today of all this. All right, well, I'll figure out something for all you people who graciously got gift subs. I'll write that down right now. Like, figure out what subscriptions are, number 1, and then number 2, what to do with them. What bonuses do you get? What do you get by being a patron of my channel? Heck if I know. Something I'll think about later. Cause you like your games. Well, if nothing else, that's all I can provide, right? Let's keep it moving. The ability to harass Curry. Sure. That works too. Alright. Let me think about what I can do here in the game. Custom emotes for subs. Okay. Emotes, sound alerts. I guess I better really get on that, huh? Alright, I'll keep it moving. I'll get around to it. Voice mod program, let people use channel points to change your voice. Interesting, okay. Alright. I'm gonna write down these ideas. Because I know I will not remember this for the future. So, who knows? Who knows? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stick with my, back to the game. I'm gonna stick with my hull beam right now, because I could pick up another beam, but I honestly don't know the difference between the two. And it's not worth paying the scrap I would need to buy it, so I'm gonna keep that there. I'm gonna pick up the shield charge booster, because I feel like that's a good investment. And then do I pick up another crewmate? How many more crewmate slots do I have? I have 2 more, so I can pick up a... Sure. You know what? I get a crewmate, and I get an extra power bonus. That's always worth it in my book. So, we're gonna get it. You go here. You go here. I guess I'll station you by weapons. There we go. New crew positions. Ta-da! Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep murdering. Because that is how you make bank here. Alright. Assistance requested. You know, I can't resist. Let's get it. Well, that's going. I have to change my sub goal too. Now that the shield is cracked, we send a laser right down the middle. Somewhere right through the middle. I don't know which subsystems do I want to target. Probably do these 4. There we go. That works. All right, we're back at it. So that's a fire waiting to be put out. I'm going to send a few of my crewmates there to go put it out. Pulse cracked again. One more laser through. That's it. And we get yet another crewmate. Oh my goodness. Hello, Zinzin. Welcome to my ship. Oh, and they're proficient in shields. Okay. Where are you? Here you are. Is anyone else proficient in shields? Not really. So, let's have you pilot shields. Have you here. Have you stationed here. I'll have the Mantis stationed in the bay. And I think that rounds out our crew. We have 8 crew members. We fully maxed out our ship. So we are in a pretty good position, all things considered. Let's keep moving. We get to visit our quest marker next. Here we go. Find the remains of the ship. Seems to have severe external damage, but you cannot pinpoint a cause. Majority of its cargo seems intact. We are going to do our due diligence and take it to its original destination. And away we go. Alright, we could visit the store. I'm gonna visit this beacon, and then the exit. I think that's all we'll have time for. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Yeah, let's go help them. Uh-oh. Your crew boards the station, cautiously moving between corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid bursts from a vent in the ceiling, followed by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock and are forced to leave before accounting for all crew members. Not everyone made it back. And Vivimord is gone. Rip Vivimord. Taken away by the giant alien spiders. Terrifying. Well, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes your crew members get abducted and suffer very terrible fates that no one should ever have to experience. So sometimes that happens. So much for No Man Left Behind. Well, that wasn't a man. That was like a rock creature, so it wasn't a man technically. So, you know, doesn't really apply here, but I still mourn the loss of a crew member, you know? Valuable asset on my ship. Massive effect on your crew. It sure was. It was a very mass effect on my ship, wasn't it? Fantastic. We gotta go. Goodbye. He was a great asset. Great asset. Alright. Nothing interesting here for us to look at, so we gotta leave. As soon as you arrive, you receive a Federation encrypted message. A rebel ship has been terrorizing the local civilians in the system. Please seek and destroy it. In this system? Okay, let's go look. Here we go. Let's have at it. Cannon fodder. Gave his life so others could escape. Yep, that checks out alright. Okay, this laser is gonna have to sneak in real quick here. How do I want this angled? Probably like this. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. You, actually, all three of you need to move back. Okay, shields are down, which means we can have another crack at, the ship here for a beam. There we go. Actually, I'll have it go the other direction just to hit the shield a little bit closer. There we go. Nope. You're not surrendering. You're dying immediately. Give me more scrap. Wait for everyone to heal. And we're headed back. Okay. Now we're ready to go. Next sector. So we have our choice of rebel-controlled or uncharted nebula. I don't know. Uncharted Nebula, I think, will be funny. I say funny, and then I immediately lose my life. Play a little bit safer. Go to the rebel-controlled one. They did surrender their lives. Exactly! You know what I'm talking about. This is the kind of surrendering I'm familiar with. This is exactly, why we're here. Alright, I think it's time to... Oop, can I do that? Yes, I actually can. There we go. Yeah. I want to pick up, like, another, like, laser weapon at some point. Or maybe another beam weapon. Either another beam or laser weapon. Maybe I won't need the Artemis at that point. And then that should be good in terms of a loadout. So, I'll queue those upgrades up right now. In preparation. Quest markers here, so... I think these two nodes are fine. So let's just crawl up the top of the map here. A ship of conspicuous pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. Well, it's not like I have that much money to buy things with, so let's see what you've got. Okay, so now these ships have 3 shields, so I really need to up my game so I can actually take down those shields to pave the way for my hull beam. Like that. We are going to probably... Oh. Yeah, we're gonna laser that direction. Yep, that's how I want to do it. They're surrendering. Actually, I might want to think a little bit here. I haven't been looking at my fuel counter that much, which I'm okay on fuel. I'm not too desperate. I'm sure we can find a store later. Yep, there's 4 fuel right here, and 4 missiles as well. You know what? I will take their offer. I think it's worth it. I need to stock up a little bit on fuel and missiles, so... Good deal, good deal. Alright. Well, that was a fair trade. I'm happy with that. Ooh. Ooh, okay. We can buy another crew member. I will buy Mort. Hello, Mort. Always good to have more crew members on board. Oh, what am I doing? Where are you, Mort? There you are. Between you... Okay, Mort is good at the engines, so I will let Mort in that way. Zinzin is good at the shield, so I'll leave him there. The only other place I would want to put you is on weapons, but you're not really leveled for that. I don't know. Let me think. Let's move both of you over here. I wanna see what the bonuses are by swapping you in and out here. 10% faster recharge. You know what? I think I value the extra power just a little bit more than the experience that Fen has, so I will I'll just leave it like that for now. And that can be our new positions here. So here's a store. I definitely don't have enough money for that, so that's kind of out of the question. So maybe we can change direction a little bit. Maybe we'll sail south, clamber up north at some point. Yeah, I think we're fine to do that. You arrive in an asteroid belt to discover that rebels automated scout. Yep, alright. Let's get it. Oh, we've got an asteroid field helping us out, so we can punch through the shields a little bit better. A little bit quicker, hopefully. Gotta. Alright, things are blowing up. But I don't think there's much we can do. We gotta keep going. Gotta take down those shields first. Now we can punch through with the whole beam here. There we go. That's much better. Sometimes things can go south pretty quickly, even through just one environmental effect like an asteroid field. Sometimes you gotta be careful. Ball beam, back up again. There we go. Alright, we took a fair bit of damage, so let's send, I forget how to do this exactly. You move out, you three move into heal. Okay. Nope. You three move in. And then we're good to go. Okay, while we're here... Actually, no, we can't do anything. We're just gonna go. Another asteroid field. Alright, well, we'll try our best. Burst down their shields so we can punch through with our hull beam. Okay, that's cracked it open for us. So beam goes like that. All at 50%. Alright. I'm gonna shoot off a missile here because I don't like how much damage we're taking. There we go. Alright, let's get everything back up. Oh, almost there. There we go. You are looking a little worse for the wear here, so let's have you in the med bay for a hot second. And now you can go back to piloting the ship. Alright. Let's go. We gotta move it. Oh. I did not see that there was another line between those bottom two nodes. Whenever you visit a node you already visited before, nothing happens. Alright, here we go. Wow. This could not have come at a better moment. I can repair damage. 1 health for 2 scrap. That's a deal, I'll take any time. And we're good to go. Feel like $1 million already. Oh? A flushed and panicky rebel soldier is teleported aboard. A rebel who appears unarmed repeatedly declares his peaceful intentions. It seems the rebel life has lost its charm. I'm not going to trust them. But he offers to lead you to a secret cache of scrap nearby if you let him join your crew. Reluctantly accept his proposal and fight the rebel ship. Reject him outright and execute him on the spot. Reject his offer again. This is interesting. I didn't think it had these many choices before. So, we declined his offer once, and then he counter-offered with, I can show you where a cool thing is if you let me join. But unfortunately, we're kind of full up, and I'm not really looking for any more crew members at this point. So I'm thinking of rejecting him, but do I reject him and kill him? Or do I just let him down? What do I do? I've never seen this before. This is new to me. But, you know, lots of things are new to me today. Be nice. Okay, he's just gonna start attacking me. That's not too nice of you, but you know, I kind of expected that. We're gonna send the attack squad after you. Look, if you wanted to join us, you could have at least, you know, just not attacked us. That wouldn't have been so bad, wouldn't it? Alright. That's cracked. Let's see how many more things we can crack here. Oh, is that shield back up? Hold on. The shield is still back up, okay. We gotta keep cracking at it. There we go, that's better. There we go, okay. Now we're making progress. Nope. Nope. This is no time for surrendering. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. You two need to heal up a little bit. And then you can return. Alright, time to go. Keep going along the bottom here. Miu knows a rebel ship. I think we need to aid the Federation ship. Because they're our buddies. And we always need to help our buddies here. Alright, that's cracked. The hull beam, unfortunately, will not be ready in time. So I need to wait for the second cycle of this. There we go, that's better. Alright. We do our usual cut across. And we should be safe and sound. Up. Okay, they got the shield back up in time. Lovely. Back to the laser. Nope. Not quite. Come on. Now the laser can go. There we go. The timing of those is can get pretty tight, so you have to really be watching. Thank you for saving us. This ship is transporting Federation civilians on the run from the rebellion. We don't have the equipment to fight for ourselves. I don't have much to offer, but I can inform you of a hidden Federation base nearby. Perhaps they can assist you more. All right. We get a little neat bonus on the next sector to help us out with. Let's see how well that'll pay off. All right, we're gonna attack. Attack, attack, attack. There is no other way than to keep attacking. Nope. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I want another laser weapon. Is because then it doesn't keep missing like that does. Alright, I'm gonna send you two to fix the O2, because that needs to come online. Miss? How are all these shots missing? Come on. That broke it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. That just nuked a... Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Like a fly in here. Hold on. At the moment. There we go. Yeah, that bomb just, like, jumped on top of 3 of my crewmates, so that's not very nice of them, but, we'll make do. Okay, in the meantime, you attack the shield. We need to put out the fire. You can go heal up. Okay, alright. You are healed. Scans are updated, which is nice and handy. Fixing, fixing, fixing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, we'll go into the med bay here. And once that's done, y'all can move back. And we're good to go. Let's head over to the quest marker, why not? We're not going to spend too much more time in this sector, we're going to keep going. Another anti-combat drone! Amazing! Find the station that ordered your cargo, you drop it off and respond. Ignoring the fact that this is days late, we really appreciate that you delivered our materials. We realize how dangerous this sector is these days. Take this as payment. Hey, another anti-combat drone. If I can actually find a drone system, I would really love to use it, but I don't seem to be getting too many of those recently. So, we'll see. I'm gonna power up my my engine right here, because I think it's about time to add a little bit more dodge capability. We have doubled our dodging chance now, which should help us quite a bit. Not much of interest. Sometimes you get nothing. Just sad. Keep moving. There are only 2 ships within range and they seem to be engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of a pirate ship. Let's go out there and help. . This might be a fun battle. They've got weapons I have not seen before. Alright, that works. And now we are going to toast everything. Nice and toasty. Excellent, excellent. We'll do another hull beam right through here. And they left. Okay, whatever. That's fine, probably. Probably. Alright, and we keep going. After our pilot gets healed. Always heal up your crewmates before jumping to the next sector. I don't think there's a reason not to do that. Alright, we only have one option here. Energy sector. You arrived in energy space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times, but they're usually willing to help. Same as the last sector. Do I want to buy anything? If I had 100 plus 55, so 155, I might be able to put one more level into shields, which I think should be my next upgrade. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster now since I think I'm getting the hang of this. Wow! Free schematic samples! Thank you! I always love freebies. It's like going to the grocery store getting free samples. I love it. Another free sample! Holy moly! Anti-ship fire drone. Wow, thank you! I love all these freebies I'm getting. Look at this stuff. This is amazing. And now we fight. That's fine. Oh, okay, they're knocking on the door here, so, we are going to, send you to fight. These two are not doing anything, so we're gonna put you back. Okay, hull is cracked. What do I need to target here? Those are the shields. I might want to try to take out the shields. Yeah. Probably what I'll do is shields first. I can't take both the shields and the engine, so I'm just gonna have to settle for that path here. That's close enough. Alright, that's cracked. I'm gonna do that. Excellent. My crewmates survived by the skin of their teeth, but that's all I need. Nope, no surrendering. Surrendering is not allowed. $42 scrap, okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. That was actually a decent amount of scrap. Unavailable when the ship is in danger. Sad. Let's get the O2 repaired before we perish here. I'm starting to get the feel of this again. It's been a while, but I'm remembering now. Alright. You always have to have a pilot here before you can FTL jump to the next location. So. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. Let's see. I don't need crewmates. Yeah, pretty nice bonuses, but I'm not looking to buy any more crewmates. Hull beam. Vulcan. What's this? This laser weapon takes a long time to warm up. Each time it fires, it decreases the cooldown. Eventually able to take down any amount of shields. Interesting. Okay. What's this? This laser weapon can charge 2 times, giving an additional projectile. Interesting, okay. Click the green light on the weapon to see how many times it has fired. That actually sounds like a really great weapon. Let's see. Is this all they have? Yeah, I'll buy the Vulcan, and I'll patch up the ship. And then we are going to reconfigure our weapon systems a little bit, because I've never seen... Oh, I've never seen the Vulcan before. It requires 4 energy. Okay. Not enough system power. Here. I'll give it one more hit of power here. Not enough system power. How much more power do we need? Oh. Why can't I bump that up one more? Does that not work? Hold on. Why is that not working? Both of you, out. Oh. You know what? Okay, you need to stop getting charged. How do I remove the weapon system from automatically activating? I don't want to get rid of my Artemis, but I also don't want it to activate if I don't want it to. Oh, okay. I really just... Okay, I wasn't looking. I just literally did not have enough power. Okay. Well, this works. How does this work? Can I fire it? No, I can't fire it on nothing. I think what I'll do is this. We're gonna test out the Vulcan. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They ask if your crew has the time to undergo a few scans. Sure, I like science. Your crew calmly lines up. After a short time, the process is done. Thank you for your participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough as well as some scrap. Oh, how I love science. We get a little something something for our efforts. Excellent. Very excellent. Alright. Time to keep moving. A ship without life forms. Within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off the distress call. Fine, let's look for it. Nope. Darn. We tried. We took 5 damage from that. We tried. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not. It all just depends. Luck of the draw. Alright, let's see. We need to head down here. I want to visit this quest beacon, but I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, which... It's going to be risky, but, we'll try. Oh, wow. Another anti-personnel drone. Oh, okay. They gave us way too many drones. We got way too many freebies, so we gotta throw away one of them now. Amazing. I haven't gotten the chance to show off these things in combat yet. Anyway, since these 2 are duplicates, I'll just throw away this. That's fine. Okay, I think we'll just barely make it, but we can visit this distress beacon. All right. Let's help, fix their satellite defense system? We can remotely repair it because we have an engineer. That's one of those cool event bonuses. Depending on what you have, you might get extra options in these events. And because we have an engineer as part of our crew, they know how to remotely repair this targeting system. And it works! Hooray! And we get lots of scrap for our efforts, so that's excellent. And that actually gives me enough wiggle room here to put up some more, put up a third shield barrier. Now we're really rocking. We should be very well protected now. Alright, and just in time, because I think we're about to fight some rebels. Yep. Alright. Because they caught up with us, because we did not run away from them in time, the fleet's catching up to us, and now we have to hold back one of their ships. I don't think you get any scrap from destroying them, so it's generally something you want to avoid. So, all weapons a go. We gotta kill them. These ships are, as you might expect, a little bit more dangerous than your typical pirate ship. So, we'll see. Nope. Alright. All people back to where they were. We gotta take out their ship. They're back again. Stop trying to attack us. That's not nice. Oh, Jack, where are you? You need to go heal up. You need to go attack, because that's the priority right now. Holy moly! What was that? Oh, they took out our weapons. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, rebel ships are a little bit more dangerous. So you gotta be real careful. Okay, what's the button to auto attack? I forget. This would help if I could actually hit them. Power keeps getting knocked out to the weapons. I can't crack their shields enough. System broken. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna need to permanently station folks at the weapons station. So this is a little rough here. Not enough system power. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We need to crack their shields. I forget what's the button auto attack. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look at the menu here because I honestly don't remember controls. Is it in options? Maybe I have to look it up here. FTL auto attack weapon. By pressing control while aiming. Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't too sure. There we go. That's auto attack. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, I like the Vulcan. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Now that the Vulcan's charged up, we're going to, let's see, you move in here. You three need to fix this O2 problem we've got. Hopefully we don't all die in the process. Okay, you need to go back to the med bay. You need to, yep. This is a little rough. Okay. Okay. Now we can strike with a laser here. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Oh, I really like the Vulcan. That's pretty good. There's no time to salvage. Yep. There's no time to salvage. But there is enough time to... Actually, no, there is no time. We gotta go. There's actually no time. Where are we right now? Oh, yeah, we're up for another fight. Yeah, we need some fuel. Badly. I don't know how we started running out of fuel, but here we are. Okay. We're gonna take some time, do some repairs, and be ready to tackle the next Federation ship because I didn't plan this out as much as I thought I did. Let's get everyone healed up first. We've got some holes in the ship. But that's no worries. We can definitely fix them. Definitely. These holes in the floor are generally not good for your health. So we need to patch them up. Alright, we're doing a little bit better. We could be doing better, a lot better, but we're doing better. Kind of. You can move back here. Everyone back where they were. Okay. Our hull strength is not looking very nice. We are going to attempt to do this again. But honestly, I'm not sure we're going to survive. We're going to try it. Here we go. Alright, so, the control... There we go. We're just going to keep firing on their shields. And once they, once the shields go down, we start using the hull beam. You need to move in here, you need to move in here, you need to move in here. Okay. Need to keep targeting the shields. I think that's enough for me to start charging the hull beam. Alright. You need to heal. Everyone else is fine. More intruders. Alright, fine. Everyone back. Everyone back. And they took out the weapons, okay. Oh, buddy, okay. I need that hull beam back online. Okay, their shields are down. So I'm gonna have that the Vulcan attack the weapons next. And then the hull beam start blazing through, I don't know, Yeah, I'll do the oxygen, why not? They don't need air. Okay, that's perfect, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind, we're not okay. Ta-da! Alright. Whew, alright, so we killed them, but then, they killed us. So, there you have it. That was a run of FTL Faster Than Light. I had a good thing going there. I think I had a pretty good build. The timing with the jumps there at the end, I should have just ignored the quest beacon, because those rebel ships are really powerful. Because one, not only does that ship have a lot more weapons, you also have the background bombs going off. It's the quote-unquote environmental effect, but that's because that's like all the other ships in the background shooting at you. So that's what makes it really difficult. And if you don't have adequate defenses, you will get wrecked like I just did. So there you have it. We can take a look at our stats here, which, oh, right, these must be my ships from before. And then here are my stats from just now. Defeated 30 ships, explored 66 beacons, collected 1,014 scrap, hired 9 crew. This is my final score. So, okay, so I played this on easy a couple different times. That's probably how I won the game. But I think I have a good thing going. I think I have a good idea of how to actually beat it now. So we can think about that for later. Man, all these achievements I achieved a long time ago. I don't remember any of this, but we'll see. So there you go. But yeah, that is Faster Than Light. It is almost 1 a.m. my time, so I think I will call it here. But yeah, that's the game. I hope you enjoyed. Like I kept saying before, I haven't played in like years. I don't remember the last time I played this, but I think I did fairly well for, you know, a first round after so many things. I actually remembered some things and was able to pick some things up, so we did well. I think I got pretty lucky today too. I think I had some pretty good weapon pickups, and I got a lot of crew and a lot of good just freebies. So that was a really good run. I think I would have been able to beat the boss at the end had I been able to keep going. But such as that. I know better next time. I know not to let the rebels catch up to me, because they will absolutely punish you for that. But yeah, I think that'll be it for me tonight. Like I said at the very beginning, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. And then Cloud and Jar are like, is Curry streaming tonight? Maybe he'll stream tonight. So, you know I couldn't resist. So, that's why I'm here now. But you know, I'm glad I did. Got to pick up a game I haven't played in a really long time. Got to hang out with you all just now. You know, lots of cool things. And lots of fun things as well. So, yeah, maybe I'll do more of this in the future, who knows? I've got lots of other games on the backlog. I honestly picked this one up because I thought, it's probably easier to set this one up for a quick stream tonight, because I didn't have that much time to set it up. But there will be lots more games to come, because, you know, I'm always suggested more games, and there's never enough time in the week. So maybe this next time, maybe something else, but you'll know the drill by now. Beyond that, thank you Damon again for the subs and the gift subs. Can't believe you actually did that. I have to think of something to repay you for that kindness. And yeah, beyond that, more video game later with friend, or maybe with just me on the mic and with you all hanging out in chat, who knows. But yeah, that's it for me. If there's nothing else for you, I'll leave you all here tonight. So that's it. Thank you all for joining tonight. I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.